might get it now. Wake up. Because if you don't wake up, then you won't make up.
Cut it on, amen. Amen. Welcome to the very last night of our conference. This has been, I don't have words to express what this conference has been like. As with all conferences, we went through HELL hockey stick prior to the conference. But like my grandmother used to say, the devil tells on himself. We knew this conference was going to be phenomenal because the devil was coming against us, but we got through. Shout and say amen, somebody. Some years ago, the Lord spoke to me and said, I want you to do conference. I said, why? He said, I want you to bring water into the city. Now, don't anybody get all crazy. Say, he said he bringing water in the city. Ain't no water in the city. I didn't say that. I said, he just told me to bring water in the city. I didn't say there was no water in the city. But he told me to do it, and I obeyed him, not knowing what I was doing. Amen? I remember we had conferences on St. Clair. In a little raggedy building. Say amen, somebody? And people would come to our conference because they didn't believe our guest speakers were really coming. I know some people, God's graced me to know some people by traveling, and they would come because they were friends of mine. And I'd put on the flyer that so-and-so was coming, and people go, there ain't nobody coming on that, no place like that. Let's go over there to see. And guess what? God had a purpose in it. Say amen, somebody. So conferences have a purpose. We don't do conferences because we don't have anything better to do. We do conferences because God told us. He gave me another verse that gather my people together that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice. God's blessed us to live next to some Orthodox Jews. You think we have conferences? They have a conference every other week. Amen. Because God has a purpose in bringing his people together to cross-pollinate one another. Because nobody knows everything. Say amen, somebody. As much as God as you have, as much as God as I have, there's still a piece missing. Say amen, somebody. But when we come together, we cross-pollinate one another. That's why we're here. And we bring in ministry gifts that can bring impartation.
Praise the Lord. I thank God for each and every one of you. Like he said, we had a conference in that little bitty raggedy building, rain coming down the wall. It was terrible. But guess what? I invited a speaker, and I added 50 extra chairs. And he was fussing, saying, ain't nobody coming. You just wasted money. Ain't nobody going to come and sit in them 50 extra chairs. But I said to the ladies, let no men in. This is for the women. And so they said, but what if Apostle come? I said, he's a man. He can't come in. And guess what? Every single chair was filled. Every single chair was filled. You know why? Because we do not like to bring people who are full of junk. We want somebody that can impart something into you. We don't want you guys going out Facebooking somebody and we find out later on they're not worth the paper that their name was written on. We want you to be able to get something. And so we thank you for coming out and loving on us. And it's like when we have something, now everybody comes. I just want to thank the regionals for coming. The Pickens, the Tollivers, Rachel Dion, the Stevens, and our new Dr. Foy. Let me tell you.
Don't forget about Newsom.
Where you at?
You got hair now.
Oh. Apostle Newsom. Forgive him. He just says anything. We love you, Apostle Newsom. And my girl, Lady J. Let me tell you something about Lady J. She came and graced a conference I had, and her laugh is infectious. And she got up and ministered, and in the middle of her ministering, she just break out laughing and had us laughing. But we love the Stevens. Amen. And for everybody that has come from everywhere, thank you so much for your presence. Amen. We have a speaker tonight that is phenomenal, a young man who loves God. We know he loves God because we know he hears from him. So hold on to your seats. No, don't hold on to your seats. Don't hold on to them because he's not going to let you stay in them long. All right?
Amen. We're going to bring up Prophet Elijah Berrian in the house. Come on, let's shout and give God some praise for the young man. Amen.
Come on, give a hand to Apostle and his wife. Come on, give it. You can do better than that. Come on, just give him a big hand. Give him a big. You sound tired on tonight. I might just go sit back down. I need you to shout for them. Come on, come on. Give him a shout. Give him a shout. Give them a shout. You sound tired. Are you hungry? Y'all look a little hungry. Give him a shout one more time because I want you to remain standing because some of you don't know what you have. And you don't know what you have until you lose it. You know, they say you don't miss the well until the water is gone. You really don't know what you have until he stops calling your phone. And some of us take for granted what God put in our life because we have access to it. But sometimes I'm going to tell Apostle from one person to the other person to